Had another mom reach out to me. She is looking for help with her 15-year-old son. I'm going to read the email, share my initial thoughts, and invite you parents to drop a comment below if you've got something to add. Hi there. I have 3 kids, 23, 20, and 15. My concern is my youngest and only son, 15-year-old, who is definitely a guy's guy. He loves sports, hunting, fishing, outdoors always. For the most part, he's been a great, well-rounded kid. Decent grades and respectful. However, I feel like he can get caught up in the group he's in at the moment. Not bad kids, just a bit more gruff than I'd like. The football season ended 2 weeks ago, and since that time he's gotten 2 detentions and a parent concerned about his group of boys at school saying some things to her daughter. I specifically started a conversation with my son by saying, "You're not in trouble and I'm not accusing you. I just need to know what you know about what happened and what was said." He says he promises he knows nothing about it and the girl who's talking always makes stuff up. My question is, how do I trust my son knowing that he's a good kid, however, also being very aware of some of the boys not necessarily being the best kids? I know they are just teenage boys, but we have raised our children to be respectful and act with good character. Reading this over, I sound like I'm blaming the other boys. I'm not doing so intentionally. I'm definitely not the mom who cries, "Not my kid." Quite the opposite, which sometimes I feel is a problem. What are your thoughts? Okay, my first thought is good kids, bad kids, labeling these kids. All kids are good kids, and sometimes they make unhealthy choices. Your question is, how do I trust my son knowing that he's a good kid, but also being aware that some of the boys in his group aren't necessarily the best kids, or let's just put it this way, they don't make healthy choices at times. Do you have any reason or any evidence to not trust what your son is saying? Is there a history of lying? Assuming that you have reason to believe he might be lying, why would he be lying? If he's lying, he's probably trying to cover something up, thinks he's going to disappoint you, doesn't want to face what he's done. If you have no reason to distrust his word, then why not trust it? Without having real specific information, I have no idea why he had 2 detentions, and I don't really know what happened in this situation. It's hard to give you a lot of concrete advice because I don't know the specifics of what went on. But I would say this. Trust that what you've poured into your son over the years is going to blossom, and he's going to sometimes make some unhealthy and bad choices. We know that when adolescents are with their friends, they will tend to make choices and decisions that are riskier than they would if they are on their own. It's just part of adolescence. Keep the lines of communication open with your son. So when you said to your son, "You're not in trouble and I'm not accusing you, I just need to know what you know about what happened and what was said." Sounds to me a little bit like if I were a teenager, I might feel like, okay, my mom is more concerned about what other people think than actually what happened. So maybe reframe in the future when you're having a conversation like this, or you want to get some information, would be to say, "Hey, Jake, would you be willing to share with me what you know about what happened? Because here's what I'm hearing." The 4 words, "would you be willing," can be very helpful to parents of teens in lots of situations. Okay, parents, what else you got? Drop it in the comments below.